guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Titanium Takes. My name is Tristan. Today, I'll be giving you guys my Pokemon starter rankings by generation from worst to best. If you guys like this video, please do drop a like and comment your rankings down below. I would love to compare and contrast. Without further ado, here is my last place. Coming in last place, we have Generation 2, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. Chikorita is my least favorite starter in general. It has nothing going for it. I don't like it. I don't like its design. I don't like its type. It doesn't do anything. It's just bad. The entire line. Meganium, Bayleaf. Bayleaf's alright, but like, besides that, it's not good. Cyndaquil, I've always kind of liked because I always used it whenever I played through Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but it's not particularly good. It's only got single typing, as do all of the starters in this generation, which I just don't like. They don't have very much redeeming about them. Cyndaquil did get his Hisuian version, which is better and does make me like him a little bit more, but it's not enough to help the Generation 2 out. Totodile is my favorite of this bunch. Feraligator's cool, his design is great, but he still just gets outclassed by a lot of the other water starters, as I do like most of the water starters better than him. And that's why Generation 2 comes in last. Coming in at number 8, we have Generation 8. Sobble, Scorbunny, and Grookey are coming in 8th because honestly, the Sobble line holds this generation back for me. When they released the trailer for these starters, I was so excited because this bunch looked like they couldn't miss. Like, Sobble, I was Team Sobble all the way. And then they released the middle stages and the final evolutions, and I don't like Inteleon. Inteleon's garbage. It's not very cool. Pure Water, not great. They did the thing that they did in Generation 2 where they're all single type starters throughout the entire line. Fire, Grass, Water. That's it. Nothing special. Now I do like Scorbunny and I do like Grookey a lot better than I like Cyndaquil and Chikorita, which is why they stay out of last place, but they don't have enough going for them to make them go higher on the list. Coming in at number 7, we have Generation 1. This is where I think that the starter pools start to get pretty good. I think that the bottom 2 slots are not great. After this, I think everything on the rest of the list is at least good. Every starter, pretty much, is pretty solid. Charmander, great. I love Charmander. I love Charmeleon. I love Charizard. I love Charizard's Megas. Big Charizard guy. I like Bulbasaur a lot too. Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, great Mon as well. Squirtle is the only thing that kind of holds Gen 1 back for me, which is interesting because I used to really like Squirtle, but as I like most of the water starters, it just, only being a single type Pokemon really holds it back for me. It doesn't have anything super redeeming about it, and that's why it holds Generation 1 back from being in the top 6 on this list. Coming in at number 6, we have Generation 5. Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott. A very solid bunch of starters. Snivy, for me, isn't as great as the other two, which I know is kind of a crazy take. I know a lot of my friends really like Snivy. Snivy is their favorite starter. But Snivy just doesn't have a lot going for it. It's got a great design. I love the entire line. Snivy, Servine, Superior, they're all amazing designs. But it suffers from the one type syndrome. It doesn't get anything from one type. It doesn't have enough coverage. It doesn't have great moves. Outside of its hidden ability, there's not a whole lot going for it. Tepig, also not like the best starter on the planet, but I like his design. He's firefighting, which is a good type, and he has a pretty solid move pool, especially in Generation 9. So he's solid. And then I love Oshawott. Oshawott has my favorite middle stage evolution being Duat. Great design on that. He also suffers from the one type syndrome though, where he's just water type as a Samurott, and that's not great. I do love Hisuian Samurott though. Water Dark is a great type, and I think that does help out Generation 5 as a whole to be better than the bottom 3. Coming in at number 5, we have Generation 6, being Froakie, Fennekin, and Chespin. I really like Froakie and Chespin. Fennekin really holds this generation back for me. I do not like Delphox. I don't really care for its design. Its typing is mid. I don't like Fire Psychic. It's not a great type. It's got a lot of weaknesses. It's just not that pleasing to use. On the other hand, Greninja's awesome. I love Greninja. Greninja's design is great. Water Dark, great typing. Some of my favorite Pokemon are Water Dark. I love Crawdon. I love Sharpedo. Great Mons. Water Dark, great type. He's also got a great move pool. A lot of things going good for Greninja. He has Ash Greninja, which for a lot of people makes him even cooler. I'm not too particularly wowed by it, but it's whatever. Then you have Chestnut, who's just big, bulky, grass fighting, has a great move pool, all around solid Mon, and that's why they come in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Generation 3, being Torchic, Trico, and Mudkip. Mudkip is my all-time favorite starter. I love Swampert. Mega Swampert is so cool. Swampert is just my favorite by far. It's not very close. And he honestly raises this generation up a ton for me because I like Trico and Torchic. They're just there, kinda. I mean, Trico is really just there. He's got the one type syndrome unless you have Megas, and Mega Sceptile is still he does get a great typing in Grass Dragon. That's a great typing. It's 4 times weak to ice, but outside of that, pretty cool typing. And then Blaziken's just cool. I don't like him. He's not particularly my favorite firefighting starter, as you'll see later, but Blaziken's cool. Mega Blaziken's cool. Mega Blaziken's cool. I can see why people like them. But Trico, Torchic, not particularly for me, but Mudkip absolutely boosts this generation up, and that's why they're at number 4. Kicking off the top 3, we have a generation that I didn't really expect to see in my top 3, but I have Generation 7 with Litten, Rowlet, and Popplio here. Over the last couple of years, I've really started to like Primarina a lot more than I did whenever Sun and Moon were released. And Decidueye is also dope. And I don't love Incineroar, but it is cool. Fire Dark is an alright typing. He's a wrestler. He's got a cool design. It's not particularly useful, but he's cool at least. He doesn't hold the generation back like some of the others, like Chikorita, Squirtle, Fennekin. For me, he's just there, but the other two are really carrying. Grass Ghost, Decidueye, he's an archer. That's awesome. I love that. It's so cool. And then you have Primarina, who's got one of my favorite types in the game, being Water Fairy. Such a great type combination. He has a great move pool. I mean, Primarina's got a lot going for it. And that's why Generation 7 breaks open the top 3. Coming in at number 2, another one I didn't expect to see this high up here, we have Generation 9. I love all 3 of these starters. They are all so strong. Fuecoco, oh my gosh. That's the starter I chose whenever I started playing Scarlet and Violet. Fire Ghost is a great type. It has some of my favorite Mons. Chandelure is great. I love Fire Ghost. And then you have an insane Water Fighting, who's also dope. I don't love his design, but he's got a great move pool, And he's strong, he's got a great hidden ability in Moxie, lots of stuff going for him. And then Sprigatito's final evolution, we have Grass Dark. It's an alright type, but he has Protein as his hidden ability, which is fantastic. And he also has a just insane move pool. Meowscarada's move pool is really good. All three of these starters carry their weight. I don't particularly like any one more than the other. They all have a reason to help get this generation to the number 2 spot. Coming in at number 1, it's not even close. We have Generation 4. I love all three of these starters equally. The only starter that even rivals them is Mudkip because he is my favorite. But these three starters are probably 2, 3, and 4. And it would be pretty hard to make me decide between the three of them. Turtwig is great. I love Torterra, Grass Ground. He has a great design. I know a lot of people don't like Torterra very much, but I think he's really cool. He's got a big tree on his back. I mean, he's a cool dude. And then we have Piplup and Empoleon. I love the Emperor Penguin vibe. Water Steel, another great type. And then we have Infernape and Chimchar, my favorite of the firefighting starters. Just all around a very well-rounded generation of starters that every time I start a Gen 4 game, I just can't pick between them. I really can't, and that's why they come in at number 1. Well, that wraps up my list. If you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like and comment your rankings down below. I know my list is not the right list. I know that you guys have your own lists, and I would love to see them and discuss with you guys down below. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more content by me, just click the video right over here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.